My daughter got patted on the head the other day and looked directly at this man and said, "Please don't touch me again." And then the man looks at me expecting him to, tell her something. "Oh, be nice, be gentle, he's fine." I looked directly back at him and I said, "Now apologize."
Bilbo Baggins? In America, there's that term rednecks, right? But do you actually know where redneck comes from as a term? Nope. During all the miners' strikes and everything, the labor unions would wear red scarves around their necks to identify each other, right? So they knew who were striking unionists and they knew who their allies were, right? And then over time, what is the term redneck become? It's become like a derogatory term for like southern uneducated people. The term got adapted, it got changed, right? The meaning became derogatory and insulting, right? But ultimately, the origin of the term redneck was communist, basically. There's an actual revolutionary history to that term, when all the miners and they all went on strike and they openly fought in warfare with the US government, right? The US literally bombed them, members of these unions, because, they would machine gun them as well. That's where the Pinkertons come from, right? So this is how language is used. It gets adapted and changed over time.
Pop, you're autistic, and going to Walmart is like going into battle. Sweatshirt, earplugs, fidget carrot. Let's go!
You work more than hunter-gatherers did, babes. They did not work 40-hour work weeks. They were not clocking in and clocking out when the boss said. Anthropologist Marshall Sowens thinks that they worked like maybe 4 hours a day, and most of that was actually like pretty interesting skilled labor because, you had to learn like what things can you eat, what things can you pick, you got to go hunt stuff. So like, no, we aren't doing a lot less work than people used to. False. Lies. Get out of here. Next.
Is that thought, hey, you want a cuff? Is that thought, hey, you want a cuff?
Honey, I can't find the pull-ups. Can you come look? Where do you keep the kids' clothes? What time does school start? Did you wash my blue dress? Grocery shopping? What do you want me to get? Just make me a list. You want me to babysit while you take a shower? She's just gonna cry for you. Why don't you just take her with you? Hey, the baby's been crying for like 20 minutes. When are you coming home? I left the groceries in the kitchen. I would put them away, but I don't know where you keep stuff.
In my day, women weren't allowed to open bank accounts. That's not what I was gonna say. Higher education was affordable. What? Is that what you were gonna say? I was gonna say that back in my day, people worked hard. They liked to work. I personally have never liked to work hard, but I have always had to. And now it's all, I only wanna work if I'm being paid to work. Are you implying that you spent your early career responding to emails during the evenings and that you would have been totally comfortable if your boss had the ability to contact you at like 3 a.m. any time of day or night, really? In spirit, I was. Yes, I think we all know that if there had been emails, I would have been answering the emails. And don't point out that I was born before you. That's ageist. What did you do with your evenings? I was raising my family, spending time with my children, which none of you seem to want to have. I don't have time to have a family. I'm answering emails.
Want you to know that I hope you get armpit fleas. Thank you. Bye.
When I say I want people to stop insulting people using ableist insults, this is how you do it. Like that. Get creative. You can do it. I believe in you.
Racist statement.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, you can't blame her. She's from a different time.
Oh, for sure. Have you been comatose since 1951? Let me catch you up to speed. Kennedy got shot.
Eid Mubarak, the system Elon Musk just implemented in Twitter has been an unmitigated disaster. First, you have to understand that conservatives hate the elite because they desperately wish they were part of the elite. So Elon said, hey, if you pay, I'll give you a blue check mark just like the elite have so you can be part of the elite. Until Elon had the brilliant idea of taking the blue check marks away from the elite who aren't paying in the hopes that they would pay for new ones. But he underestimated how much people hate his guts, and when he took the old check marks away, nobody bought new ones. Worse, everyone is now making fun of people with blue check marks because they know that those people are paying. And the mostly conservative blue check marks are furious that the elite want nothing to do with them. So now Elon has been forcing blue check marks back onto the elite, including dead people, as if they're all paying. And not only is he fumbled the process, making the people who are paying even more mad, what he's doing is illegal. It's defamation of character. He's about to be sued by 1 million people, yummy.
I know you can't stand it, Dick Bandit, done landed.
One of the first indicators that I was trans is that when I was a kid, I always played as the boy character in video games. I was actually so invested in this role that I made a lot of online friends and I told them all I was a boy. Some of these people I was friends with for years, stretching all the way into my teens when I came out as a lesbian IRL. I remember logging on to Animal Jam and telling one of my friends, I have something to tell you, I'm gay. She paused for a moment and said, okay, I accept you. What's your taste in men? I was so confused for a moment before realizing that she thought I was a cis boy the entire time we were friends. In all fairness, I had told her my name was Jimmy and I just sounded like a prepubescent boy. Amen for Animal Jam and its eternal gender euphoria.
Little girl gon' get the gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear ya. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been at work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw ya. Hands on my head, up every day. You ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. Cause I pack a punch backed into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn ya.
I want to be as beautiful as the ocean.
Hi, I'm Asher, and I got put into one of these. Let's talk about it. Before I begin, I just want to say that I'm not trying to be malicious with this video. I'm not trying to hurt people. I just want to express how this makes me feel, and I think that's fair. In December of 2022, I was watching TikToks after a debate tournament and I came across one in which someone pretended to smile and then went stone cold with their face. It was a trend at the time and I found it interesting, and so I decided to replicate it with my own video. This video. But my video had something in it that the millions of others didn't, and I'll touch on that in a second. When I posted that video, I didn't know that over the course of the next 4 months, it would grow to become one of my most popular ever. It currently sits at about 4.1 million views. And when I went to check the comments, I was expecting people impressed or simply enjoying the moment. That's not what I found. Instead, I found hundreds of thousands of comments making fun of me. Now, I'm not one to diss a good joke. If I do something stupid and my friend laughs at it, I'll probably laugh with them. But that is an entirely different situation than what happened here. I woke up the next day, and I was greeted by a barrage of commenters, all mocking me. I think the reason that that video received such a negative reception is because I, An autistic person made it. And before you go on a rant saying, oh, well, none of them know you have autism, none of them are being mean to you on purpose, it's not about that. It's about the fact that this is something that I've seen far too many times in far too many places. A neurodivergent person posts about one of their special interests or a hyperfixation they have. They make a video of them stimming. Or maybe someone's face just moves a little differently than everyone else's. And suddenly that person is barraged with countless amounts of hate. We are not a laughingstock for you to enjoy. We are people in our own right and deserve to be treated as such. We deserve to be held to the same standard of dignity and respect that neurotypical people have. Think before you comment. Consider the person on the other side of the screen. Think about how it will make them feel, how it will affect them. That's all I have to say to you. Because I may have been able to handle it, but not everyone is. Thank you for your time.
There will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord.
For rest 6 months, but I bounced back since thanks the Lord I rap, nigga. Yeah, I'm so sick of niggas. Yeah, pull up.
Inside Kyle's mouth, the muscles contract to force a smile, even though in his brain, Kyle is thinking, dude, fuck you.
Where you at? Ain't nobody coming back, cause it's Trump 24, Trump 2024. Yeah, y'all know it's a fact, so they ain't saying nothing, cause it's Trump 24, Trump 2024. Yeah, we got it in the bag, you ain't even gotta ask, cause
Okay, Maggie? You okay? Just don't look down.
Yeah, completely unapologetically, I think her husband is a complete asshole. So if you can't really tell what's happening in the video, they're doing one of those like dinner in the sky special things. You literally get strapped in, you go up on this like machine and you eat dinner so you can like get a bird's eye view of wherever you are. An experience that some people truly love. However, if you're terrified of heights, like she appears to be, it's kind of your worst nightmare. And as you can see, she is absolutely terrified. And her husband is laughing and filming her. And obviously this isn't on camera, but if I had to guess, I feel like the only reason she actually went up there is because she was guilted into it. Because those things are usually also very expensive. So I'm sure he broke the news to her. And then when she was like, oh, I don't want to do that, he was like, no, but it was really expensive. It was so much money, blah, 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 blah. And she felt obligated to do it even though it was terrifying. I will never understand why you want to put someone that you supposedly love in a situation that you know makes them uncomfortable. Just red flags for days.
The hate religious, I gotta keep my distance. I peep all of you hoes, no respect for the suspicious. Right. Don't be shy, you can at me, sis. Cause ain't nothing worse than a pick me bitch.
If you wrote vapes in here on the outside of a wishing well, and you came there at night with a flashlight and looked down in there, I'd be in there.
Internet is insane. Yesterday I made a video saying that there is a homeless man in my area with a cat, so I buy him cat food all of the time. The comment section was so negative, saying that I'm an evil monster for helping this man's cat and not helping. I'll say I lack empathy if you want, but if there's a choice between helping a human and helping an animal, 110% of the time I'm helping that animal, unless it's like there's children involved or like a very old.
Is the internet insane, or are you just getting backlash for getting on here and saying that you would rather help an animal than a person in need? I find it unsettling but not surprising that you as a white woman would empathize more with an animal than a person in need. But the fact that you really got on here and said all that and thought people were just going to agree with you, and to the people that were agreeing with you in that second video I screen recorded, I hope you get the therapy you deserve. Because what is wrong with you? Why would you ever feel like that was an okay thing to post, yet alone to feel?
University of Iowa students protest Daily Wire blogger Matt Walsh visit.
Fuck you, fascists! This is tolerant! Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists!
They blocked traffic for an hour so the Matt Walsh attendees were stuck. They put marbles on floor outside of the auditorium too. Matt Walsh was not welcome.
Criminals who commit violent felonies don't deserve certain legal rights.
You know what? I'm sorry, I can't do this. This episode no more. It's not making any sense. The questions just don't make sense to me. I can't really get my point across how I want to. And the questions are kind of like reversed. Like it's like you're asking the question, but you kind of.
I
can't do it.
I totally understand.
I can't do it.
You can always share whether you agree or disagree. I
can't be on camera doing that.
I totally understand.
I'm trying to get my point across that the police. You know what I mean? But I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that, and if I can get my point across, there's no point in me being here.
So
I'm out of here.
Can we take a smoke break then? I can.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah!
It's a parade inside my city, yeah!
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just...
But your hair's so curly. Your hair's so curly. What do you put in there? What do you put in your hair?
Judaism. I put 100 generations of Ashkenazi inbreeding in my hair every morning. Megan.
are men and trans women are women, let them use whatever bathroom they like. If you want to see dangerous, find a church near you where people are actually being harmed.
You can't possibly fight racial injustice in this country.
Dude made a whole video in reaction to someone saying all white people are racist, and he was like, isn't that a little extreme? Isn't that kind of gonna like push against the cause? It's gonna make white people like be upset. So you shouldn't say stuff like that is so extreme. White people are gonna stop being allies to you. You hear yourself? You hear yourself? He said, it's not nice to call me racist. That's not nice, I don't like that. But here's the thing, if you think that the only people worth fighting for are people who keep you comfortable, that's white supremacy. That the maintenance of your comfort is more important than the rights and the safety of other people, that's racism. Because we exist in a culture that has been influenced by white supremacy, yes, we are all racists. You are exhibiting peak racism in this video. So sorry if I hurt your feelings.
We can't have socialism. It would never work. Oh, really? How come? Because the government would just keep all its resources from its people. Interesting. On what grounds are you forming this opinion? I mean, Venezuela, Cuba, just look at them. I think you're conflating an economic model with different leadership models. I don't know what that means. I didn't think you would, but let's talk about why you think that the government inherently would just keep all its resources from you. Because all politicians are crooked, duh. Interesting, and I'm just wondering how that's not happening under capitalism. Because I have say over what I do with my hard-earned money. Weren't you just complaining that you have to pay all these taxes, but you don't know how you're benefiting from them in any other way? Yeah. So then wouldn't that be the government withholding resources from you? Listen, it's not a perfect system, but it's the best system that we...
I'm crying in my car outside of CVS because the pharmacist just explained to me that the reason my medication is so much more expensive this year than last year is because at first the medication company keeps the price low to get you in the door and get you hooked. Exact quotes, her words, not mine. And I said back to her, this is not a Starbucks. If I don't take this medication, I can't shit. And if I can't shit, then I throw up everything I try to eat because there's no room for it in my body. And then I slowly starve to death. And we tried all the other options, and this is like the last thing on the list. And my insurance won't cover it. I've sent them letters. I've called them. Fuck you, Aetna. And the medication company was making it only $35 a month for me with a little coupon, which was great. But then this year, the coupon only brings it down to $300. They increased the price times 10 so they can make money off of my need to stay alive. Fuck you. Oh my God. Oh.
Hurry up, I'm starving, gnarly, radical, on the block I'm magical. See me at your college campus, baggy full of Adderalls. Call me if you need a fix, call me if you need a boost. See them other chicken heads, they don't ever leave the coop. I'm in the coop cruising, I got the stolen plates, serving all the fiends over there by the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm colder than the fridge and the freezer, I'm snatching all your bitches at my leisure.
What are they cooking this time? Tucker Carlson has been fired from Fox News. This probably has something to do with the $787 million Dominion lawsuit settlement that Fox News will probably find a way to not pay in full. Everyone in that network was telling the same harmful lies that created this lawsuit, but the lies that seem to have the most headwind and get Fox in the most trouble come from Carlson's mouth. Tucker Carlson is the most important talking head on the right, and Fox News probably had a really hard time controlling him. They probably thought of him as a loose cannon. So I better not see any pats on the back. News networks don't care about journalistic integrity or truthful reporting. CNN, Fox News, and the like only care about keeping eyes glued to their news cycles, which translates to dollar signs. And the second that someone hurts those wallets, they're gone, fired, unemployed. Do you think Fox News actually cared about the victims who Bill O'Reilly harassed? But don't celebrate too much about Tucker Carlson. He will likely find some other way to be a menace on television. I want to eat that.